talk about it right now. We are at AT&T. I'm calling you a Cowboys Nation. All I've heard for the last 5 weeks is we want Dallas. All you haters, you come down to me. You fuel the fire because I want it. I'm the Cowboys Nation.
What is up? Welcome to a special edition Tag Nation. Boy Mike Tag, Saturday morning, hanging out in the Cowboys cave. It's raining here in Tampa, so I figured, hey, let me pop in, give a little reaction. The preseason's over. The last game was done. Want to get your guys' thoughts. How you feeling? Of course, you know, I hadn't talked about it much, but the Tyron Smith injury is really unfortunate. But like I said before, it was never a matter of if, it was more when. And maybe ripping the Band-Aid off now, making this team gotta gel together is maybe best for the long term rather than late in the season and having one of those injuries. So it's not the best scenario. Concern of the depth of the offensive line was always there. So we've got to overcome it. The team's got to overcome it. The fan base, we got to stand behind him. Hopefully we get a veteran, if not to start, if not to play, at least to bring a little, calm to Cowboys Nation, but also to that offensive line, because it's going to be, that left side's looking very young and inexperienced, and the left side's the blind side, so that creates a little bit of concern. Right side with Martin and Steele, we got no worries there. So got to have faith in the Cowboys coaching. Offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, they're going to do some schemes to protect Dak Prescott. They're going to maybe have to do some chipping, keep another tight end in, protect the blind side until we can figure things out, and maybe move Tyler Smith to, we draft him as a tackle of the future. Maybe the future is now. Maybe we got to roll with that, put McGovern in at guard, or leave Tyler Smith at guard, and let's go find a guy, maybe Fisher, maybe Peters, maybe one of these guys that are there. But even if we sign someone, week one, we're going with what we got. So we got to get them ready. We got to make sure they're prepared. The Buccaneers, their defense to me isn't as ferocious as years past, but it's still a formidable defense. And their defensive line, they've got some guys that can cause some problems. So we've got to be prepared for that. But, hey, it's the nature of the game, right? You can't be crying about it. There's no pity parties. Down in Tampa, they got more injuries on the offensive line than we do, more concerns and question marks. But, we go out there and roll with them. We're not going to accept their excuses for the reason why they lost. So no one is going to accept our excuses either. So we make no excuses. We're going to make this thing happen. The hype machine is getting ready. Season is now officially starting. We're going to figure out who's on this 53-man roster. And it's going to be interesting. So looking at the game last night, one thing I tweeted out, this team, the train continues for a knack of creating turnovers on defense. We saw it a lot last year. A lot of people think that wouldn't continue. So far in preseason, it seems to have continued. The trend is still going. Quinn's putting these guys in positions to make plays, and, there's something about having a knack to find the ball, and there's some of these guys like Israel with another pick, finding that ball. It just, the ball is around and he gets it. So that's one of the positive things that we can really look at in this preseason is the defense. The defensive line has been looking good, getting pressure on the quarterback. Sam Williams got a sack last night. Defensive tackles throughout the preseason, they've been holding their ground. We've been pretty stout against the run. I was torn a little bit because it is preseason, so I don't get caught in the wins and losses so much. But I'm a fan of the U, and you see my boy DJ Dallas and Travis Homer running the football. I was hoping they'd have some success. I like those guys. I want to make sure that they continue to find a spot on the team, which I think they will. I was hoping DJ Dallas would have come to Dallas because that would have been great. But we've had some great running backs, this preseason that have shown that's going to make a very difficult decision if we keep three running backs is who are you going to roll with? You're going to roll with Malik Davis, or you're going to roll with Dowdle. And Dowdle, he's looked good. Malik Davis has looked good. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I like Davis. I thought he had, kind of that toughness, that punishing kind of running back that you like. And I think he would be one of those workhorse guys if, an injury bug came to the running back. I think he's one of those guys that could run the football and give it to him 15, 18, 20 times. And he just seems like he has that, I don't want to say build, because I think the other guy is as bigger than him, but he looks that way. It's the look of it. Marion Barber wasn't one of the biggest running backs, but he had a punishing style to him. So receivers, I don't want to hit the panic button yet. The receivers have had spotty success. They've had some issues too, but I think a lot of that has been the quarterback play hasn't been the best with our backups. I think I think Ben DiNucci, and I'm not saying it just because of this. I'm not saying it because of that. But I think Ben DiNucci showed me some love. We got to get more hype in him when he does that. Now, can you dig it? But I think he's played the best. I don't think he's going to be the number 2. If it were me, I don't know. In the backup, I'm looking for who's got some upside. I think Cooper Rush, we know what we're going to get with him. He can probably give you a game, like he did last year against Minnesota. But I think Greer, he had a little injury in training camp, so maybe he's still kind of coming over that. But I think he's got more upside. I think he's got more upside for a long-term solution at backup, or if God forbid there was a long-term injury, he's someone that has the potential to make more plays. So, but again, it's all proven on the field, so we don't know. I don't think they'll keep 3 quarterbacks. I think we've got some depth and needs in some other areas where we want to kind of fill that roster out a little bit more. We'll see what happens when they get to their 53. So if they were just going to keep 2, for me, I would keep Greer. That's just my own opinion. But maybe Rush. So we'll see what happens there. The tight ends are looking good. I think they can end up keeping 4 tight ends there. The young guys are making plays. Obviously, Schultz is going to be good. It'll be interesting to see what happens. They franchise him to get that long-term deal. Ferguson, and these other guys, they, might end up, might be an opportunity for salary cap and use that money elsewhere, because you're going to have Diggs, you're going to have CD, you're going to have Parsons in a couple of years. All these guys coming up for new deals. So there's, like Jerry said, there's only so much pie to go around. Well, you better get in that kitchen and make some more pie, because we need some more pie. We need some more to spend this money to improve this, especially the offensive line. Hopefully they go out and get one. But anyway, I digress. The one happy thing I've seen is with our defense. And we talked about it. The defense is looking good. We said knack for making plays. The secondaries, showed something. Now, obviously, we haven't had Diggs and Brown and J. Lou and Hooker's really hadn't played. Curse hadn't played. So you're looking at your backups, but it's what you're seeing. And we're seeing a lot of potential. We're seeing, Marquise Bell, undrafted free agent. He's showing that he deserves a roster spot. He's finding the ball. You got Israel. He's finding the ball at safety. He had a pick in the last 2 games. So we're seeing some, Nashawn Wright with a pick. He's had a spotty up and down kind of preseason for him. So he's going to be one of those. We'll see what happens with him and Kelvin Joseph. See how that works out, because you got to think they're going to keep Goodwin. He's a special teams ace for him. So it's going to be interesting to see how this roster shakes down and who's going to make the cut and who's not. So we'll see what happens. We got to get ready for Tampa Bay. The season has started. I've got some good guests coming up. We've got, my man Rock Riley. He's a Tampa Bay legend in the radio community. He's going to be coming on the show on a Tuesday after Labor Day, the week of the season. We're going to break down that Tampa, but we're going to get his opinion on what he's thinking of Tampa, what Tampa thinks of Dallas, and then I'm going to tell him what we think of him, what we think of this Tampa Bay team, because we got something for him. I'm looking forward to it. Also, I'm going to be out at AT&T, be hanging with Cowboys Nation. And we can look at the record on primetime games of me in the building. It's been impeccable. So I expect that to continue. Also made a little change in the plans. I was supposed to be going to the Washington game October 2nd. Had some scheduling conflicts. So now changed the plans, changed the flight, going to the Bengals game. So I'll be at AT&T back-to-back weeks hanging with Cowboys Nation. Hopefully bring a little luck, and let's see if we can start this thing off 2-0. But we'll take it one game at a time. We'll just focus on Tampa Bay. So, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys like. I've seen all the comments, the new people, man, we're loving it. But make sure you're hitting that subscribe button because we're getting closer and closer to that 1,000 subscriber. And when we do, we got a great giveaway, 11x14, signed Micah Parsons. He's going to put the inscription 21 NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year on it. It's going to look great in your cave. Also with the cave, you see the website, cowboyscave.com. I need you guys to send me pictures of your Cowboys cave for the website because during the season, I want to have some of you guys on. I want to talk about your caves and things near and dear to me. I want to see what Cowboys Nation has to offer when it comes to Cowboys Cave. Are you guys beating me? Hopefully you are. We all want to step our game up. We all want to look good. Get ready for the season as we chase that 6th Lombardi trophy. So, make sure you guys send that. You can send it to me on any social media platform, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Tag Nation. You can also email it to mike@cowboyscave.com. Send them pictures. Keep them coming because I want to get them on there. I want to see some caves looking as good as mine, even better. So make sure you guys do. You send that out. We're gonna have a lot of fun this year. I'm looking forward to it. Just wanted to pop in. It's Saturday morning, like I said, in Tampa, it's raining. I got to go out and maybe do a little yard work when it stops. Maybe a big day to Home Depot. Get a little crazy with Bed Bath & Beyond. That's how I live my life until these Cowboys season starts. But now it's officially going. So we're going to have some fun. We also got a special for you guys. It's going to be, it took a lot of work. Jimmy D and I took a lot of work. But we've got a special guest coming on making weekly appearances on the show. For all you guys that partake in a little bit of gambling, you guys need some advice. You need, maybe some direction. We've got a special man that's going to be breaking down a few of the games. And, of course, he always has his lock of the week and maybe an upset special. So make sure you guys tune in this Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and you'll get to meet the man, the myth, the legend. So I don't want to spill the surprise, so I'm not going to say much more about it, but make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have fun this season. Always remember, it's all for entertainment purposes only. I don't condone any kind of gambling. Got to put that disclaimer out there because I don't want anyone coming after me. So we're going to have some fun. Make sure you guys tune in. And your boy's going to pop in every now and then. We've got some other guests lined up, some former Cowboy players we're working on. Also, I want to have the fans on. So during the season, I'm going to be reaching out, and hopefully we'll get a lot of you Cowboy fans on there because I want to hear your thoughts on the season. I want to feel the passion because you guys get me going. So the hype video's coming out soon. I've been thinking about what I want to say, been building up all the hate, all the stuff that's coming through, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one, and there's going to be even better one on September 11th at AT&T because Kelly K9 is going to be in the building. I'm going to be in the building. We might have something special for Cowboys Nation on game day to really set this world on fire and really get you guys hyped and ready to go. And maybe the Cowboys, McCarthy, maybe I need to make a phone call to him. He needs to throw us in the locker room. We can get these boys hyped up, get them ready to take on Tampa Bay because we got a little message for them, and we're going to handle that business. So I'll leave you with a little love. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you like. Comment down. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on the end of preseason. Who stood out to you? Your concerns. Of course, we know offensive line is a concern, so what other concerns do you have? We can't change that. Hopefully, the guys we have will make it happen. But more importantly, hopefully Jerry and Steven, Will McClay, these guys will bring in somebody. We're not going to get an all-pro. We're not getting an all-pro now. But hopefully they can get somebody to help solidify it, stabilize, bring a little calm to that position and also to the fan base. So I'll leave you with some love. I'll see you guys Monday night, 7 p.m. You guys have a great weekend. Hopefully it's not raining where you're at.
Yo, this is Neville Gallimore from the Dallas Cowboys, and I want to give a major shout out to Mike Tag. Keep bringing the hype to the Cowboys Nation. We love and appreciate it. Now, can you dig it?